A picture of St. John's at nighttime is my cell phone background from Signal Hill. Like it's like the most beautiful view ever, just looking down on the lights.
A modern city with an old school feel, and a modern school with old world charm. The rugged beauty of Newfoundland wraps itself around St. John's.
If you're on top of Signal Hill, it's like you turn this way and it's nothing but like developed city as far as the eye can see, and then you turn around and over here it's just water and mountains, or I guess they're mountains, they're not that big, big hills, and like it's just like ocean.
To come here and work at a job I love, and still at the end of the day, even in heavy traffic, still make it home in 15 minutes, it's doing a lot for the mental sanity aspect of things.
What I love about this city is that you can stroll up and down the streets, pop into little shops, run into someone you know, go out to a little cafe. There's just always people and community happening.
Halliday's Meat Market is one of the closest, I guess, shops, corner shops to where I live. So, you know, I often go in there and get my bread or my milk or whatnot. And I was in there one day, and the girl that was working there, basically, I walked in and she, you know, she said, "How you doing? How are things going? And oh, by the way, did you know that Eddie Belfour's in town?" You know, she doesn't even know my name, and yet she knows I'm a hockey fan.
It was really easy to adjust here, because of the people. People are really, really friendly. And I mean, you go down to George Street and you would meet 100 people a night. So it was excellent.
We arrived on New Year's Eve and we're shoveling all of my respective belongings into the apartment. And I look into the fridge, not really thinking, okay, I'll just put in, you know, a couple of cans of pop. And the entire fridge is stocked. And my landlord said, well, I knew that you'd be arriving today and I knew that no stores would be open, so I just got a few things for you to make sure you'd be okay.
It's a wonderful spot for a family. It's a wonderful spot to go to school. Everything I need in my life is here.
Memorial University in St. John's. Live, really live.
Dear viewers, welcome you once again in today's live session organized by Prominent Consultant, and good evening to you all. And today we have a live session with one of our partner university from Canada, which is one of the top ranked university in Canada. It's a public university based in Newfoundland, and it's none other than Memorial University. You must be familiar with the name of this university, very popular university, especially for affordable fees. So today we have Kay with us, who is actually is a person of international team of Memorial University St. John's campus, and today we'll be discussing a lot about St. John's campus, about their program, and about their all the things relevant matters of Memorial University. So Kay, welcome you in this live session. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you, and good morning to everyone from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, thank you. So I think it's a sunny morning over there. I can see back of you. So
yes.
It's a very sunny morning, I guess. So thanks for coming and joining this live session. And dear viewers, actually we'll be doing this live session especially for students who are planning to do undergrad or bachelor program in Canada, especially in Memorial University. So this live session is for them only. We gonna talk about more about the bachelor program, about the fees, about the entry requirements and scholarships, and of course the application process. All the things we'll discuss. And I would like to announce a very good news for you that day after tomorrow, which is 19th of February, Prominent Consultant is organizing a virtual event with Memorial University for one-to-one session only for students who have completed class 12 or A-levels or HSC. So there is an event for them, and you can come and join on this event, and you can talk to Kate as well, and you can do one-to-one session, and you can get to know everything from Kate on that event. So it will start at 6 p.m. On 19th of February. And you can join through Zoom. I already have mentioned in the comment section the Zoom link and the meeting ID as well. So you can note it down, and you can or you can save it with you so that you can join perfectly. So first of all, that if you're watching this live session, please don't forget to share this live session in your timeline, or you can ask any question regarding Memorial University. So we will be happy to answer your all queries. So Kate, first of all, how are you, and how is everything over there with you?
Good, thank you. Yes, it's a beautiful winter morning here in St. John's. We had a bit of snow last night, but not too much. But the sun is out, and it's probably around just over 0 degrees right now. The snow is starting to melt already.
Okay, that's great. You know that in 2020 we had a very challenging time because due to COVID-19, because all were shut down, and students could not travel to Canada. They have maintained the online classes, but they were really eager to go to Canada, to travel to Canada for their higher studies. But unfortunately, they could not make it out. So now they are really preparing themselves to go to, to go to Canada and do their classes in person. So how is the present situation in Canada, and how the universities are taking students for their physical classes, and what's the current situation during the pandemic time at this moment, for how we are planning for September 2021 intake for undergrad students?
Sure. Well, of course, the world is still going through this pandemic, and there are certainly challenges associated with that. As of now, we are offering primarily remote and online learning this semester. We'll continue with that through our spring semester starting in May as well. But we haven't yet made an announcement about the fall semester. And so once that decision is made, it will be posted to our website, certainly, and communicated to our students. But we are gradually opening up to in-person studies. For instance, this spring semester, our students in the School of Human Kinetics and Recreation will be taking their classes on campus. As it is right now, we're all trying to figure out exactly how September will look. That being said, students who have been accepted to Memorial are able to make arrangements to start coming to Canada through our internationalization office. And we are a designated learning institution with a quarantine plan in place. And so our internationalization office is coordinating that opportunity for some limited number of students to come in to do their quarantine and begin their life here in St. John's and Corner Brook.
Exactly, and that's very true that now Canadian government, they have started taking students and they're allowing traveling, definitely, but with some rules and regulations, and the some policies they are maintaining. Students have to follow the rules and regulations and the policies you should know before you travel. So that's very important. And definitely from September, we are hoping that most of the universities, they will open their physical classes. So thank you so much, Kate. Actually, there are 10 provinces in Canada, and Ontario and British Columbia are mostly known and popular to most of the students. But there are 4 provinces which are close to Atlantic Ocean, which are called actually Atlantic provinces. So Newfoundland is one of them, and it is known as the last province so far I know. I mean, latest province, I would say, latest province in Canada. So, I mean, students, they do not have much idea about this province. So, would you please tell something that why students can prefer Newfoundland? What are the benefits or what are the opportunities they can avail in Newfoundland?
Sure. Well, just to address that latest province piece, prior to 1949, Newfoundland and Labrador was a dominion of the British, the United Kingdom, I should say, and so we joined Canada in 1949. That's just to explain why that would be said. We're certainly one of the we have some of the oldest European settlements in North America. It was traditionally a fishing colony here on the island of Newfoundland. And today it's a very modern place. The city St. John's, where I live, is quite a cosmopolitan city that's also known for its access to nature. So I live in the downtown of the city. I can walk to nice restaurants, there's festivals, there's all kinds of things here in the city. But within 20 minutes walk from my front door, I can be right on the Atlantic Ocean. And in the springtime, we see icebergs float by. You can see whales without getting on a boat. It's a really beautiful place to live, in addition to being a city with all of the amenities that you would expect from a provincial capital city as we are. But Newfoundland itself is an island. So it's an island on the Atlantic Ocean. And because of that, I think we've come to specialize in a number of areas that deal with the oceans as well. And so, for instance, you'll find programs like marine biology, ocean and naval architectural engineering, which would deal with shipbuilding and that sort of thing. There are really kind of unique programs that are connected to our location here in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Great. So the thing is that actually, yes, and I think weather, in terms of weather also, it's a very moderate weather, average weather, because there is not like other provinces. So in the winter it's not extreme, and in summer it's not the extreme hot as well. So that is another advantage, I think, to study in these Atlantic provinces, right?
Certainly. So the city of St. John's, where I'm located, is actually on the same latitude as Vancouver, just on the opposite coast of Canada. So at that latitude, and because we're located on the ocean, the temperatures are not extreme. And if you were to compare to Toronto, for instance, our summers are not as hot, but our winters are not as cold. So you see a less extreme range of temperatures on the coast.
Exactly. And now, that people has some perception that maybe it won't be that much developed city as St. John's or the Newfoundland, and not as Toronto or Vancouver or Calgary or Montreal. So they may not get the job opportunities, or they may not get the good industries over there, good companies. So how do you say about it? How is the St. John's city, and how students can get opportunities for part-time jobs, and after graduation, what are the opportunities there in St. John's city?
Sure. Well, I encourage students to take full advantage of their opportunity to work as a student, really to start developing their resumes and building their career profiles right from day one. And we have some of our on-campus jobs at Memorial University, for instance, are reserved specifically for international students. And that can really help you get your foot in the door with your first work experience in Canada. We have co-op programs that allow students to do full-time paid work experience in their field of study as part of their degree program. And co-op is actually mandatory with engineering, commerce, and human kinetics and recreation. We have optional co-op with a number of other programs in the arts and sciences as well. So, and that's just one example of the opportunity to get some great experience as a student, because really, as a student, you're building up those experiences to help support your future career. When you do graduate with that postgraduate work permit that Canada offers, you're able to work anywhere in Canada. You're not restricted to one province in particular. So you do have the whole country really at your doorstep. That being said, local industries are certainly hiring our graduates. There are a number of tech companies here in St. John's that are saying that we don't have enough computer science graduates right now, for instance. So there's certainly a lot of demand for graduates in that area currently, as well as many others.
Okay, and you know that actually so far I know that your fees is very affordable. So students who are actually that very interested to study in Canada with very affordable fees, I think, and without doing any part-time jobs, I think Memorial could be a great choice for them because their fees is really very affordable. Students, you can choose the Memorial in that case. So actually there are a lot of universities in Canada, especially there are universities who are top ranked in the world, and Memorial is one of them. So I mean, what are the benefits of and what are the key features of your university that that student can easily consider this university? What will be the key features of Memorial University?
Sure. Yeah. So Memorial is well known within Canada and internationally. We are certainly a university that is growing in terms of our research capacity. And over the past number of years, we've been recognized for the growth in our research funding that happens, the research that happens at Memorial, which is really exciting for us. We're very fortunate, though, at Memorial to be a very well-funded public university. We're the only university in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, and as such, we don't have to share government funding with other universities, which is really what allows us to offer very high-quality education, but at a lower tuition fee than you might find in other provinces of Canada. So that's a real benefit that not only our Canadian students, but our international students are able to take advantage of as well. But we are also what's known as a comprehensive university. And so, again, as the only university in our province, we've evolved to train students in many different areas of study. So pretty much any program that you might be looking for is available at Memorial, or the foundation for that to be studied perhaps at a professional school beyond your undergraduate. But, I think we've got lots of great opportunities for students here. I would also note that our Bangladeshi student population is one of our largest international student communities at Memorial. And you can see that presence here in St. John's with Bangladeshi and South Asian restaurants and grocery stores that have opened in the last number of years. It's really become a popular destination for students from Bangladesh. And I'm sure many of you might know of somebody or a family or friend or heard of somebody who's come to Memorial, because we have such a large community here, which is wonderful to see.
Exactly. And really, it's true that students who are looking for a budget-friendly, good universities, like the fees are very affordable. So I think they can really consider. And I know that you have a very good community, a big community of Bangladeshi students over there. That's the advantage that Bangladeshi students can choose Memorial University. So, Kay, actually, our next intake is definitely fall 2021. And you are offering a lot of programs, especially on undergrad level, starting from business, then science, engineering, and all this thing. Could you please say something about your different programs that you're offering in your bachelor level, and also the entry requirements, like academic average, what kind of academic average they should have, and the IELTS requirement? So would you please, and the fees structure as well, would you please say something about this matter?
Sure. So we have what's called general admission to Memorial University, and that would include our arts, business, science programs. For instance, environment and sustainability is another program on our Grenfell campus that would fall under general admission. And for general admission to a non-competitive program, we're looking for a minimum grade of B in your HSC, normally in 5 subject areas, and that's outlined on our website. And we'd also look for an English proficiency test. So for IELTS, for instance, a 6.5 overall with a 6 in reading and writing. And those are the 2 criteria that we look at for general admission. So again, an arts, business, science program, environment and sustainability, these programs, that's what we're looking for there. If you followed an A-level curriculum, we'd be looking at your IGCSE or O-levels. as well as either 3 AS or 2 A levels with a minimum grade of C in that case is what we'd be looking for general admission. For other programs, some of our programs are competitive, so they are competitive for a limited number of seats. One of the popular programs would be the Bachelor of Engineering program. That program, as I mentioned earlier, I think has a mandatory co-op. And so we do restrict the number of students in that particular program. So I would recommend grades of, in the case of the HSC, A's and A pluses in math, physics, chemistry, and English in particular, and a slightly higher IELTS score. So still 6.5 overall, but also 6.5 in speaking and writing, and 6 in reading and listening. We're really looking for those communication skills because of the co-op. In the A-level curriculum, as many A's as possible, certainly in those math, physics, chemistry, and English. You don't necessarily have to have all of those subjects at the A level, though. A combination of your OAS and A levels would be considered there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just going to mention as well, say the tuition fees. We are one of the most affordable universities in Canada. The total cost of study with tuition, accommodations, a meal plan, and all required fees is less than 24,000 Canadian dollars per year. So it's a very, very affordable option.
And tuition fees, I think it's 11,450, something like that.
That's
so
correct.
It's for all the program? Is it for all the program?
For all bachelor's degree programs, yes.
All bachelor's degree program. So here I just have some specific question to you. Number one, that as you have said that the some program like are very, very competitive, especially engineering faculty. So do you have computer science in your science faculty?
We do have computer science as well. Now, computer science is a major that can be done with either a Bachelor of Science or a Bachelor of Arts. It falls under general admission, but then students apply for their major as they go into second year, in this case, in the case of computer science. So it's important to keep your first year grades up so that you be considered for the major as you go into your second year.
Okay, so I mean, those who are going to the general science or general program. So in that case, the AS level, you need three grades, C grades.
C for the British curriculum and B for the Bangladeshi curriculum. Yeah.
B for the Bangladeshi curriculum. So how many subjects you need in AS level? Is a
minimum of 3 AS level subjects or 2 A level subjects.
2 A levels, okay, with C grades. And as you have said that in the engineering subjects, like it's very competitive. So you are looking for A grade, right, in A levels.
I would recommend for A levels, A's or B's.
A's or B's, okay.
Yeah, for HSC, A or A plus is what I do recommend.
A or A plus. And the IELTS requirement, you have said that 6.5 overall, and especially in writing and reading, it should be 6.5.
Speaking and writing is 6.5. Yeah, we're looking for those communication skills in particular because of the mandatory co-op.
Okay, so now you know that the fall students who are really interested for applying to fall intake. So I think they can still apply without IELTS conditionally, and they can submit it later.
So we're accepting applications until March 1st for the Bachelor of Engineering program, for instance. March 1st is also the priority deadline for our general admission programs. So to be considered for an entrance scholarship, I would recommend that you apply by March 1st as well. But in order to get a conditional offer, we do need English proficiency. And so you would either need to provide an English proficiency test result, or you can apply for one of our intensive English programs, which would be an English as a second language program.
Okay, but they can do something like that, no? Right? They can apply now as they do not have IELTS at this moment, and once they apply, and after that they can submit the IELTS score to get the unconditional offer, right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's how they can work, because you know that you have a deadline of March 1st for the scholarship matters. So definitely, I think some people they are having good grades, but right now they do not have IELTS score. So I think they can start their application right now, and they can submit the IELTS score later on. So that's the thing I was about to ask you. Anyway, and you are offering co-op in especially in engineering courses, or all other programs you also offer co-op?
So the two major co-op programs are engineering and commerce. So that would be the Bachelor of Commerce program for those of you who are interested in business related programs. And then we do also have a number of co-op, optional co-op majors. And so those ones are competitive once you're admitted into the major, but there is co-op available with computer science, political science, biology, economics, archaeology, behavioral neuroscience, and psychology.
So how many terms maximum they can do co-op?
So it depends on the program, but for instance, the Bachelor of Commerce program has 3 work terms, so a total of 12 months of full-time paid work. For the Bachelor of Engineering program, it's between 16 and 24 months, actually. It's up between 4 and 6 work terms. So it does depend on the program, but in the case of engineering, it's quite a significant amount of full-time paid work, and it also counts towards a student's credential as a professional engineer. So there is certainly a benefit to doing that co-op program as compared to other engineering programs in Canada.
Okay, so I'm thinking the engineering students, they will get more terms co-op, like up to 4 months to 5 months or 6 months sometimes, right?
Well, the work terms themselves are 4 months in length, but the number of work terms, they do a minimum of 4, which would be 16 months, and they can do up to 6 work terms, which would be 24 months.
6 work terms, that's very great. And you know that if they take 4 terms co-op or 6 terms co-op, so in that case the duration will be higher, right?
That still fits within it's a 5-year program, but the 5 years does allow for between 4 and 6 work terms.
Okay. So one more year they have to do additional for the co-op, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And especially I know that you are offering a scholarship, entrance scholarship, and up to 12,000. So what are the scholarship criteria, and what kind of percentage you look for in class 12 level? Would you please say something about the scholarship issues?
Sure. So there's not a set cutoff for scholarship. All students are considered when they apply for admission. There's no separate application for entrance scholarships. But it depends on the applicant pool each year. And I mean, every year we do see students with straight A pluses from HSC, for instance. And so those students would be the most likely to be offered an entrance scholarship, certainly. But the stronger your grades are, the more likely you are to be offered an entrance scholarship. Okay,
so it ranges between 2,000 something to.
So the entrance scholarship range is from 4,400 Canadian dollars up to 12,000 Canadian, and that would be a one-time entrance scholarship for first year. After first year, there are other scholarship opportunities available based on your academic performance at the university.
Okay, so I mean, how should be the percentage to get avail the scholarships minimum?
So the stronger your grades, the better. There's no set cutoff. It depends on the applicant pool.
Okay, but I think that it should be more than 80% or 85%, something like that, right?
As a guideline, but that doesn't guarantee a scholarship.
Exactly. Yeah. So fine, and they need to apply if they would like to be eligible for a scholarship, inter scholarship. They need to apply by 1st of March, right?
Yes, they should apply by March 1st. Yes.
Exactly. Now we need to talk about the accommodation matters, because you know that the students are very much worried about the accommodation, and where they can get the accommodation. Do you have on-campus accommodation? And
yes.
If they want to choose the off-campus accommodation, then how the process will be. So would you please say something about the accommodation matters on campus and off campus, and of course the average living expenses over there?
Certainly. So I recommend that students consider living on campus for at least their first year. We do have on-campus dormitories and apartments on both our St. John's and Grenfell campuses of Memorial. And there are certainly a lot of benefits to living on campus, not least that you know you have a place to live before you arrive in our cities. But also, you know, on the St. John's campus, for instance, the dormitory residences are connected through tunnels and pedways to all of the academic buildings on campus. So you can move around campus very comfortably without even having to go outside if you don't want to. I should also mention that it's probably one of the best ways to meet people when you arrive in a new place. The people that you live with, you get to know much better than the students that you're just going to class with. So you really find some of those lifelong friendships that are developed in student residences. On both of our campuses, St. John's and Grenfell, we do have meal plans available. On the St. John's campus, a meal plan is required if you're living in either Peyton College or McPherson College. Those communities have a mix of single and double rooms, so there are both options there. On the Grenfell campus, they're all single rooms and the meal plan is optional. So there are some differences with that particular campus. But as I mentioned earlier, if you factor in tuition, accommodations, a meal plan, all of your fees, we estimate less than 24,000 Canadian dollars per year total.
Okay, okay. And if they choose off campus, I mean, it could be quite less expenses or the same.
Well, it depends on your style of accommodations. You know, having a 2-bedroom apartment to yourself is going to be more expensive than sharing a house with a few other students, certainly. But you know, I would recommend living on campus for your first year because you'll meet people that you might want to move off campus with. So that would be my recommendation there. That being said, there are residential communities around our campuses, and so it can be easy to find places to live that are not too far from campus, or on the bus line, for instance, that you can get to campus very easily.
Exactly. And dear viewers, I would like to announce again the matters of virtual event with Memorial University, which is on 19th of February, Friday, at from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is a virtual event, or will be in Zoom platform, and we already have given the Zoom link and meeting ID in our comment section. So already you have registered for the event. Definitely we'll send you the Zoom link and the meeting ID as well, and you can also find it from our live comments box of this live session. And please do join, and Kay will be there to support you, to guide you how to do application, and definitely any matters regarding admission, fees, and program, anything you can ask Kay in this one-to-one session. So Kay, finally, that the application process of Memorial University, especially for undergrad program. So would you please say something about your application process, how they can process their application?
Sure.
So we are here to help them, but definitely you can say something on that.
Definitely. Well, I think the best thing to do would be to take a look at our website, mun.ca/undergrad, because that does explain our admission requirements and the application process as well. But basically, we're looking for your latest transcripts and your English proficiency, usually through an English proficiency test. Those two things are all that we require for most of our programs. And so if you haven't taken an English proficiency test yet, you might want to book one of those. We are, in addition to IELTS and TOEFL and a number of other tests, we are temporarily accepting the Duolingo English test. And that one is one that can be taken more easily from home online. The minimum score required for Duolingo would be 115. And so, again, your transcripts, your English proficiency test, those are the two things we would look for admission. So it is relatively straightforward. There's no personal statement, no letters of reference. You know, there's really just your grades and your English proficiency are the two things we're looking for there.
Great, great. And dear viewers, I would like to repeat this again, that for application process, we already have started taking applications for Memorial University for fall 2021. Just you need to submit us your class 10, class 12 transcripts and certificates, and as well as your class 4 and IELTS score if you have right now. And if you don't have, definitely we can still apply for you conditionally, and you can submit that later on. But yes, as Kate said, that still you can apply with Duolingo score. It is 115 you need, and later on you can give your IELTS exactly to get the unconditional offer letter with Duolingo. So thank you, Kate, so much. Thanks to you for joining this live session. We are just end of this live session, and we'll be waiting, and we'll be looking forward for our the event on 19th of February. Definitely, students will be joining to talk to you. And thanks for being here for this wonderful live session. And dear viewers, if you're watching this live session, please don't forget to share this live session in your timeline. And of course, this live session will be in our Facebook page. You can watch anytime if you want, and it will be also published in our YouTube channel as well. And thank you so much, and don't forget to join our next event. Yes, Kay, you wanted to say something.
Thank you, Saya. Thank you for the invitation to join today, and I look forward to meeting with students on Friday. So
exactly,
the one-to-one session. So I'll look forward to that. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you so much. And dear viewers, don't forget the date. It's 19th of February, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Bangladeshi time. Already I have shared the Zoom link in this comment section. So if you have any query, please feel free to contact with Prominent Consultant team. They will help you how to join the event. So Kate, thank you so much, and have a good day. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening. Yes. Thank you.